All right, I want to talk about Jake Paul winning his fight, but I want to relate this to NoFAP and semen retention because you best believe Jake Paul was practicing NoFAP and semen retention when he won that fight. Also, I want to talk about the little brother syndrome because Jake Paul has been trying to outshine Logan Paul his whole life, and I think he's doing it right now. He's definitely passing him on views at the moment, and definitely passing him on trending and controversy in the past few years. And now, winning fights. Jake Paul said that Logan Paul was distracted in LA. And Logan Paul wasn't focused for the KSI fight. So you see, what Jake Paul does is he goes up into the mountains to train in Big Bear with Shane Mosley. So kudos to Jake because he did what was necessary. I want to talk about that. He went up to the mountains and he did not bust any nuts. He trained in high altitude elevation and he was focused, and you can see in that battle. First of all, look at his back. Look at this guy. He is semen retained. You can just tell by how much gains he's got, plus how much focus he has. He did not get shooken up once. Nothing the other dude did to him made Jake react to him. Jake stayed 100% poised and focused. And that's the killer mode that you get into when you're on semen retention. Why would you want to be in any other mode? See, here's the thing, right? Us guys, we want to win at life so that we can have sex, right? We want to win at life so we can have better options and then we can have sex. But guys, this is why I personally recommend that you go and get good at game if you haven't fucked the girls that you want to fuck. Jake Paul was popular when he grew up, when he was in high school. Jake Paul was getting laid with the hottest blonde little cute girls when he was literally in high school. You understand? So Jake Paul, okay, he gets the mansion, he starts blowing up, he starts becoming famous. He had a little bit of like cheating on his girlfriend, a little bit of like hooking up with hot girls, here and there. But generally speaking, he matured quicker than most dudes. He matured quicker. He's been winning since he was a kid. And now he's just like, you'd think he would slow down, you'd think he would get comfortable, but here's the thing, guys. Jake got addicted to winning more than he got addicted to the accolades. Like look at it like this, right? Jake Paul's Lamborghini, yeah, it's nice, but it's not like the sickest Lamborghini in the world. You look at Tanner Fox, his GTR is like the dopest GTR you can get. His girlfriend, like, you already know he's getting cheated on by her, like all this shit, right? Jake Paul, he's like, yeah, he's got the mansion, yeah, he's got this, but he's just all about the content, all about the views, all about being focused. Like, the Team 10 members leave his house, and what does Jake Paul do? He literally immediately gets back to work. He literally finds more people, replaces them like overnight. You understand? And then he gets in a breakup. Yeah, he feels a little bit of pain. But what does he do? He replaces her. What does he do? Actually, in between when he replaced Erica with the new girl, Tana, he actually, I didn't see him with any girls. He would take some pictures. Okay, he would take some pictures with models. I saw it like once where he would be like chilling with a bunch of models, and he was fooling around with a few of those models. But it was such a short window. And then boom, he's back in another relationship and back on focus. And that's the thing that I'm noticing about Jake is, you guys gotta understand, it's because he wants to beat his brother. The pain of being the younger child is so ingrained into Jake that it's stronger than any pleasure or any accolades that he can get. So he will never fall off. Now he might, right? If he just wins so much and his brother falls off. But you gotta understand, guys, it's a blessing to be that younger child. It's a blessing to come up, like, okay, here's the thing. He came up winning, but deep inside, Jake was losing because his brother was outshining him. You understand? So you might not have been popular, you might not have been cool, you might not have been winning growing up like Jake, but you were losing and feeling that pain. You know what I'm saying? And so now, what I would recommend is you go and you run game, even though you don't have your shit together, and you hook up with at least go and get a girl to fucking love you. Get a girl wrapped around you. Get good at making girls come, making girls really want you, so you can get over it, bro. If that's what it takes, go do that. Like you dudes that be working so you can hopefully get a girl, what will happen is you'll win at life, then you'll get the girl, and she will destroy you. So what you need to do is you need to go realize that it's not worth anything. Sex is nothing, guys. Winning is like such a more big rush. The rush is in the achievement. Now, Jake's achievement wasn't the boxing thing, and it wasn't the views. I can tell you what it was. And you can see it by looking at him while he's in the ring with his brother. And he's barely his brother's like trying to make like eye contact with him. His brother's like trying to come over and like congratulate him and like show love, right? But you could tell his brother was more needy. And Jake was more like, he would like turn his back and like fist pump this guy over here, fist pump this guy over here. And like wasn't really giving Logan the attention. Because in Jake's mind, he was using his brother as like I'm gonna fucking outshine you, motherfucker, like a little bit anger towards him, right? Like, you lost to fucking KSI, you let me down, right? So he's all angry, and he was using that to win. And then that was like, he was like cooling off, like the steam was like cooling off still. So his real achievement was outshining his brother. All right? So that's what really gave him the fucking, the win. The dopamine rush and whatever. And if he outshines him for too long, yeah, he can get comfortable, and yeah, then he could fall off. That's the only way, because that might have been the only thing he ever wanted to do, was to outshine his brother. And if he does that for too long, there might be nothing more for him to chase. And that's when, you know, you'll probably see him get out of a relationship and start hooking up with models again and stuff like that. And maybe even get a faster car, or soup up his Lambo's 1,000 horsepower, but you might see him put something else on it, get a Bugatti. You might see something crazy more, right? If there's nothing else for him to go for. But this is the thing, guys. This is the thing I want to talk about. Don't let that happen to you. Don't get destroyed. Look, sometimes it's good to not always win, guys. Sometimes it's good to feel like there's just you're always lacking something, because then you keep going for more, right? But if you feel like you just keep winning, everything is yours in the world, and you never lose, then at some point there's just no fight left in the dog. But semen retention, see, if Jake starts busting nuts after this fight, he's gonna go. But if he keeps fighting, and because he might have to go fight KSI again, right? If there's another fight lined up with KSI, he'll be semen retaining the whole way, all the way to fighting KSI, probably, most likely, for the most part. He might celebrate this one a little bit, but it's like when we celebrate as men, we lose our semen, and when we lose our semen, we lose our momentum. You understand? That's what happens, guys. You know, that's literally what happens. So take what you can from it, guys. It's good to be an underdog in some way, shape, and form in your life, and it's always good to be semen retained and focused. Get out of the distractive environment that you're in to win. All right? And on that note, I'm out. Peace.